We are okay. We're live now.
Okay.
Go ahead, Julia.
When the glory comes, it will be ours. It will be ours. Oh, one day when the war is won, we will be sure. We will be sure. Oh, glory.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. We hold no rights to this song by John Legend and Common. It's called Glory, but I love the words that say, one day when the glory comes, it will be ours. One day when the war is won, we will be sure and we will say glory. Good evening and welcome once again to Beacon of Hope, our Facebook Live. I am Reverend Dr. Sherry Austin, and I am the founder and moderator of Beacon of Hope. Tonight, we are enlarging our territory. We are going global. This is our opportunity to explore and experience our great motherland. Through the conversations that we will have tonight to these awesome women, we will experience what being in relationship to the motherland is like. We will also experience and see through their eyes, these great women, what the country is like in Angola and Mozambique. We will learn what opportunities are available for us to share, and we will also see how we can be connected. It is an opportunity to perhaps take a plan to go to the motherland and set our feet in Africa. If you've never been there, I guarantee you, should you ever go, you will never be the same. So right now, sit back, relax, feel at home, and I don't want to take any more time. I want to introduce our great panelists. I want to be brief because I want to give the information to our honored guests tonight. Let's hear from our guests. Let me introduce them to you. First, we have Madam Santos, Isabel dos Santos. She studied dressmaking, and then she went to Rome and trained at Elvira Gramano Atelier. And because she loved fashion, she became a fashion designer and established and launched her own fashion business called Isabel Matini, her very own fashion design there in Mozambique. She holds a bachelor's degree in business administration from the college and a Master of Arts degree from St. John's University in New York. She is a wife. She is a mother. She currently serves as president of Spouses of African Ambassadors Association. Let us welcome Madam Isabel dos Santos. Next, we have Reverend Adrian Booth Johnson. She is a minister of the gospel. She serves in Detroit, Michigan. She's retired from corporate America right here in Atlanta, Georgia, the Coca-Cola Company. She's a graduate of the University of Louisville and the Interdenominational Theological Center right here in Atlanta. Currently, she is the CEO of Woyubra Infinity Global Empowerment, developing female entrepreneurs in Sierra Leone and in Ghana, West Africa. Welcome, Reverend Adrian Booth Johnson. And next, we have Madam Branca de Espirito Santo. She holds a degree in economics from Martin Luther University in Wittenberg, Georgia. I'm sorry, Wittenberg, Germany. She has a master's degree in international business management. She went to school in Paris, New York, and Shanghai. She is also a wife and a mother. She is the spouse of the ambassador to Angola. She is also a member of the Spouses Association of African Ambassadors in the United States of America. Welcome, Madam Branco. So nice to have you all here this evening. We want to get right to the questions because we want to hear so much about what you have to share with us. So let's get started. Madam Isabel, Mozambique. Share with us some general information about your country. The population, the government, women. Tell us about your country. Madam
Thank
Isabel.
you. Let me see. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, good. Thank you. Thank you, Reverend Dr. Sherry. On behalf of the Spouses of African Ambassadors in the United States, I would like to thank you for giving us this platform to talk about our countries. But before we start, I would like to show you a little bit of Mozambique.
We're in for a treat as we watch this video.
In the eastern shores of Africa, where the Indian Ocean is subdued by the soft white sands, where humid and tropical climates start stunning and paradisiacal landscapes, there is a wonder called Mozambique, a country of heroes, of happy and welcoming people, rich in cultural diversity and of its own vibrant artistic life. Mozambique, a country that allows itself to be tattooed with its history and offers the mankind its rich and enviable cultural heritage. Where nature seems to have an agreement with the gods and remains intact and serene, awaiting the first kiss of the sun that shines in these lands all the year round. However, Mozambique is also vibration and enthusiasm, where the promising future is gasped at every instant, every corner, and in the smile of each of the 28 million Mozambicans. A young nation striving to flourish, a country which honors the legacy of its heroes and tells its history through literature, crafts, dance, music, cinema, and painting. An immense territory whose coast perpetually embraces the Indian Ocean in an extension of 2,770 kilometers, where paradisiacal and exotic beaches, islands, and archipelagos parade in Ponta de Ouro, Vilanculos, and Quirimbas. A home of wildlife that is reborn and ancients in the most beautiful parks and reserves of Africa, such as Gorongosa, Niassa, Maputo, and where the rarest and most beautiful species humankind has ever known. A country of considerable geographical contrasts that allow the most daring adventures and landscapes contemplation, and Chimanimani is an example of this, where Mount Binga kisses the sky every morning and patiently follows the never-hurrying weather. Mozambique is this irresistible delight, a fascinating paradise. Visit us and get enchanted.
It's my dream. The culture, the music, everything. I really love this place.
Paradise in Africa. We absolutely love it. We've been coming here since 2011. And yes, we always just come back for the people, the friendliness, helpfulness, the markets, everything is beautiful.
And it has a very calm atmosphere. It's a very nice place to be.
Wow, was that beautiful or what?
Thank you very much.
So much. I'm not going to say I want to hear your responses, but it was so beautiful. The geographical site, the irresistible delight as it was described. So I'm just so happy we had an opportunity to see so much of your country. Thank you so much, Madam Isabel. So the types of careers for women in Mozambique and the salaries in men. Can you tell us about that, please?
Before I tell you about that, I'll just briefly tell you about Mozambique.
Good.
Yes, Mozambique is located on the east coast of Africa. It is long and a narrow country. It is bordered by Tanzania in the north, Eswatini, former Swaziland, and South Africa in the south, by Zimbabwe in the west, and in the northwest by Malawi and Zambia, and the Indian Ocean forms a natural boundary in the east. The total area of Mozambique is approximately 500,000 square miles. That is twice the size of California. The capital of Mozambique is Maputo. The population of Mozambique is 30 million. And the currency of Mozambique is called metical, which is 72.29 meticais, is $1. The language in Mozambique, the official language in Mozambique is Portuguese, because Mozambique was colonized by Portugal and it gained its independence in 1975, June to be precise. The religion in Mozambique. The Constitution provides freedom of religion, and it provides the right of the citizens to practice or not practice religion, and it stipulates that an individual or no individual may be deprived by his or her rights because of religious faith or practice. And 56.1 Mozambicans are Christian. 56.1% of Mozambicans are Christians and 18% are Muslim. Of those 56.1 Christian, 28% are Roman Catholic, 15.3% are evangelical and Pentecostal, 1.7 are Anglican, 15.6% are Zionist Christians, and the rest is a combination of tradition, African practice, and aspects of Christianity. Mozambique is a multicultural country with the majority being Africans, but we have Arabs, Indians, and Portuguese among our diverse population. The country's diversity is reflected in over 60 languages and dialects. The country is divided by 11 provinces, including the capital city, Maputo, which is a province. It has a status of a province. The climate of Mozambique, if you want to visit, Mozambique has two tropical climate, Mozambique has a tropical climate and has two seasons, the rainy season and the dry season. The rainy season is what we call our summer, and the dry season is our winter. The rainy season runs from October to March with temperatures ranging from 70 to 107 degrees Fahrenheit with high humidity. During this season, the coast is lashed by cyclones with peak in January and early February. Lately, Mozambique has been hit by strong cyclones that bring flooding and destruction. And the last ones were Cyclone Idai and Kenneth. I'm sure you heard about it because it was very, very bad. It destroyed one of the cities in Mozambique. It was in 1918. And very recently, in February, we had one more cyclone called Eloise, and it was also very destructive. The dry season runs from April to September, and the temperatures range from 60 to 76 degrees Fahrenheit with low humidity. Now I'm going to say a little bit about the government of Mozambique. Mozambique is a democratic republic governed by a constitution adopted in 1990 and amended in 2004. The current president of Mozambique is Mr. Filipe Jacinto Nyusi. He's currently serving his second and last term. He is the head of state and he's the head of the government. Our prime minister is Mr. Carlos Agostinho de Rosario, and the ambassador of Mozambique to the United States is Mr. Carlos dos Santos, who happens to be my husband.
Awesome.
Yes, continuing in the government, you have three branches: the executive, the legislature, and the judiciary. The executive branch consists of a president who is elected for 5 years by popular vote. The prime minister is appointed by the president, and the cabinet is also appointed by the president. The legislature, we call it Assembleia da República, which is the parliament, is a unicameral legislative branch with 250 members. These members are elected by a popular vote for a 5-year term. Out of the 250 members of our parliament, 103 are women, and the president of the assembly is also a woman. The judiciary is the third branch, is the Supreme Court, which comprises of judges appointed by the president of the republic and the judges elected by the assembly of the republic. About education. Education system starts at the age of 6 after kindergarten. They start from 1st grade to 7th grade, which is primary, and then from 8th grade to 12th grade, which is secondary. And it's the same as high school in the United States. From 1st grade to 12th grade, education is free. And the primary education, the school books are supplied by the Ministry of Education and they are free. So we have in the whole country 21,893 primary and secondary schools and technical schools as well. And we have 54 universities. 23 are public universities and 31 are private universities. Now, with what's going on today, we have to speak about COVID, the pandemic. We are in the middle of a pandemic that brought suffering not just in Mozambique, but all over the world. And at this point, in Mozambique, we have 67,292 cases. And of those cases, 82% have recovered. And at this moment, we have 11,148 cases, and we had 769 deaths until today.
Wow.
So, well, it's better than some of the countries, but when you lose people, it's never good.
That's right.
Yes, and we will talk a little bit about investment and places to see in Mozambique. Mozambique, until 2015, was one of the fastest growing economies in Africa, with an average growth of 7% per year. It has been a preferred destination for foreign direct investment, and this has been boosted by the discovery of large reserves of natural gas in the north of Mozambique. And, the investors have been coming from the US, Europe, and Asia. The country offers opportunities for investment in other areas such as mining in solid minerals, agriculture, agribusiness, tourism, energy, fishery, infrastructure development. There are so many opportunities for you to come and invest. If you're interested in knowing more information about investment, I'll give information to contact the embassy. And places to see in Mozambique. There's so much to see in Mozambique. And Mozambicans are very, very welcoming people. Once you get there, you feel right at home. And we will do everything to make you feel at home. And the good thing, we have about 1,500 miles of sunny, pristine, and white sand beaches, which makes a perfect getaway if you're seeking to get away from the hustle and bustle of the city and work. If you like water activities, there's scuba diving, there's kayaking, there's so much you can do. And if you like bird watching and safari, we have the Gorongosa National Park, the Maputo Reserve, the Great Limpopo Transfrontier Conservation Area, which includes Mozambique, South Africa, and Zimbabwe. So you can visit the three countries. And you can also visit the city of Mozambique, learn about the history of Mozambique, enjoy the life in Mozambique, eat the best seafood that you can eat in the whole world, and try our colorful and delicious cuisine, which is a mixture of African, Arab, and Portuguese. Go dance. We love to dance. Mozambicans and Angolans, we love to dance. So when you come, we'll take you to dance. And you can also visit the city, where you can go to the Independence Square, the City Hall, the Maputo Fortress, the Central Market, the Tunduru Botanical Garden, the railway station. There's so much to see. And we have a very special place to visit, which is the island of Mozambique. The island of Mozambique was the first capital of Mozambique. And it has been declared by UNESCO as a common heritage of mankind. So when you come to Mozambique, make sure you go and visit the island of Mozambique. And since we are in the, do we still have time? Can I just say a little bit about?
Well, I tell you what I'd like. You've given us so much, but can we come back and let that be something that you would give as a statement to recall at the end. So let us go. That was so beautiful.
Thank you very much.
Oh my God, it was absolutely beautiful, and all the information. And I loved how you tied everything in with the government and the population and the education. And so it's similar to America, but the beauty of the country, I think it tops us just a little bit. I really do. They always talk about America, but you showed us some beautiful, beautiful countryside. So let us go. We want to get some other flavor in here, and we want to talk now to Reverend Adrian Johnson.
Okay.
Would you tell us a little bit about your program called Woyibra?
Okay, and I think I sent a short video. If you have it. Okay, so if you have the video, yes, about it. Wonderful.
You're broken down and tired.
My name is Elena Dunga, the Programs Director for Infinity Global, the Woyibra program going on currently in Ghana. And this is our 13th program that is going on at Sotium Adom Christian Church. We hosted ladies from Asin Fosu.
Mountains.
My name is Anita. I am 21 years old. I come from Asin Ekropong. The reason why I came here because I heard about Woyibra Foundation. I decided to join them, but I am an apprentice. I don't have a machine to sew. As I joined them, I got some of the machine, and also they trained us how to sew a sanitary pad. As now I'm talking, I can sew a sanitary pad. I think it's very good for me, and also I'll work on it. I'll train my friends and my neighbors. Thank you. May God bless you.
Me di Grace Buedua. Me free Asin Ekropong. Menya 32. Me shia de pam. Na de pam na me shia na me ni machine. Me high machine busu me bia 10 cedi. Na me te pad mbe shia bi nso me ba menya machine. Ti me kwa me nko high machine bi because so machine me de koya adwuma. Me kopam bi nso akoton metimi a kire nkofo bebre nso. Timidasi many baby sent by my benya machine.
If I'm married, I was here. You were 27 years. A crop on me, Yahweh, or any assembly, my so say, and you may be Abba. I cry, I say. You said, one of them, and I'm more men, Yahweh, they are there, sent to me diminution. Me bounce many object, Mamma machine, 75 years, and mouse may buy me who say, and yet they. Nti said man nyame madom na asem ehu bia ntumi nkotena hɔ saa kwaasa mehye mo ni me kire amanfo no mo nso ehu na bia da mo nso de abo mo bla timbaaya adwuma na entina mbae me da mo asese mo nso maso mu nyame nhyira mo.
I heard Woyibra group is teaching ladies how to sew pad, and I came to learn. After this I will teach others. I am happy for this opportunity. Thank you.
I want to say thank you to Reverend Mrs. Johnson, Dr. and Mrs. Martins, Zeta Fiber, Beta, BWFC, Yvette Best, Divine Networks. We say a big thank you to all of you. God bless you guys.
Wow, how
don't own the rights to that music either. So we don't own the rights to the music. But the program, Well You Brought, we started in 2017, and it's a program where we're empowering women. And we found out that there was a problem with girls not having adequate sanitary pads to go to school during their menstrual cycle. So we created Well You Brought, which is a Ghanaian term, refers to menstrual cycle. And so we train women on how to become seamstresses so they can make and sell reusable sanitary pads. We give away sewing machines, fabric, startup money, sewing tools, and all that. And so the women have been so successful. We've now created over 140 women entrepreneurs, and now some of them have gone back to school. They're making money. They're able to hire people to work for them, and they have contracts to sew uniforms for other schools. And then basically, they are able to put a roof over their head and put money in their pockets so they can feed their children. Our goal is another 100 to 200 women in 2021. And with the help of sponsors and donations, we think that'll be able to do it. And our website is that www.woyeber.org. Thank you very much. And I thank you, Pastor Sherry, for letting me be here. And I'm honored to share the podium with my beautiful, dear sisters, Madam Branca and Madam Isabel. Thank you. May God bless us all.
Thank you so much. And I just was observing how the young ladies were just so happy to have their own sewing machine.
Yes.
And to be able to have a way where they can make a living.
Yes.
What a gift that you're giving to that land. Thank you so much. And thank you for sharing and being a part of this panel tonight.
Thank you.
Madam Branca, let us go now to you and give us some general information about Angola. So you brought a video as well?
Yes, good afternoon, everyone. And first of all, thank you so much for the opportunity to share some information about my country. Yes, I have a video, and I'd like to show you some pictures about my country.
Beautiful.
Emengendo penyu bekowi, emengendo penyu bekowi. Mona muri bungambi kera iteshi kutangwa mingi. Emengendo penyu bekowi, emengendo penyu bekowi. Mona muri bungambi kera iteshi kutangwa mingi. Kakishaka, kakishaka we. Kakishaka, kakishaka we. Kakishaka, kakishaka we. Kakishaka, kakishaka we. Bafika mlonga wa mona mkashi nami, bafika mlonga wa mona mkashi nami. Maikana beleleze jani, bafika mlonga wa mona mkashi nami, bafika mlonga wa mona mkashi nami. Maikana beleleze jani. Kakishaka, kakishaka we. Kakishaka, kakishaka we. Kakishaka, kakishaka we. Yo yo. mon ami. Tangi futile mon ami. Enzeni jisot wari takole kumenge. Enzeni jisot wari takole kumenge. Wajo mulamka jina wari takole kumenge. Wajo mulamka jina wari takole kumenge. Enzeni jisot wari takole kumenge. Enzeni jisot wari takole kumenge. Tangi futile mon ami. Tangi futile mon ami. Enzeni jisot wari takole kumenge. Enzeni jisot wari takole kumenge. Bongo. Afrika mulonga wa mona mkaji nami. Afrika mulonga wa mona mkaji nami. Maikana elengeze nyami. Afrika mulonga wa mona mkaji nami. Afrika mulonga wa mona mkaji nami. Maikana elengeze nyami. Kakishaka Kakishaka wete Kakishaka Kakishaka wete Kakishaka Kakishaka wete Kakishaka Kakishaka wete Kakishaka Kakishaka wete.
Welcome, Madam Bracco.
Yes. The Republic of Angola is located in Southern Africa. It shares borders with 4 countries, which are the Republic Democratic of Congo and the Republic of Congo in the north, the Republic of Zambia in the east, and the Republic of Namibia in the south. In the west, Angola has the Atlantic Ocean. The capital city is Luanda, and the climate is characterized by 2 more or less well-defined seasons. The dry season is cool, starting in June, ending in September, and the warm rain season, humid and rainy from October to May. The population is around 30 million inhabitants, and Angola is a multicultural and multilingual country with Portuguese as official language, like Mozambique. Its population is mostly consists of several ethnic groups of Bantu origin, such as Ovimbundu, Ambundu, Bakongo, Chokwe, Ovambo, Yanekaumbi, and other groups. And also there is a minority people, non-Bantu, which are the San people. Angola has is a democratic and legal state. Elections take place each 5 years. The Angolan state is composed by 3 branches of power, which are the executive, legislative, and judicial. The executive branch is the government that is composed by the president, His Excellency João Manuel Gonçalves Lourenço, and the vice president, His Excellency Bonito de Souza, and the Council of Ministers. The legislative branch is the parliament that comprises 220 seats. It is unicameral legislature, which is elected from both provincial and nationwide constituencies. The judicial power is composed by the Constitutional Court, Supreme Court, Court of Auditors, Supreme Military Court, Superior Council of the Judiciary, and Superior Council of the Public Prosecutors. And Angola is represented in the United States of America by His Excellency Joaquim do Espírito Santo, Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary, and my husband. About the education, we have a system that starts in the kindergarten, and the primary school follows the primary school. The preschool education includes the nursing from 0 to 3 years old, the kindergarten from 4 to 5 years old, and the primary education, which comprises 6 years, and the secondary education divided by general teaching and professional technician, and each comprises 7 years. We also have the higher education, the graduation, and the post-graduation. There are public and private schools in the educational system. The basic education is mandatory, and it is free of charges in the public school. Regarding higher education, Angola has 8 universities, 14 colleges, and 4 high schools in public sector, whereas in private sector, there are 10 universities, 47 colleges, and 1 high school. So far, there are the information that I want to share with you.
So that's the information you want to share with us?
Yes, about the country.
About the country. So, all right. Thank you so much for that wonderful bit of information. And I certainly enjoyed the video. Your presentations were awesome, invaluable information. So, did you talk at all, or could you talk at all, Madam Branca, about the spread of the virus, the viral spread?
Yes, the COVID-19 pandemic in Angola is part of the worldwide pandemic of coronavirus disease. The spread of the virus in Angola has been confirmed at the end of March 2020 with the first 2 cases. Currently, COVID-19 cases are presented as follows. 22,132 cases, among them 534 deaths and 20,380 recovered.
Wow.
For this situation, the government did developed a lot of projects. The Angolan government created a multi-sector commission led at highest level by the President of the Republic, and from an operational perspective by the Minister of State and head of the Intelligence Bureau of the Angolan Presidency. A national contingency plan has been prepared, and at this stage we can highlight the following actions. They construct 5 field hospitals and 5 are under construction, one of which was offered by the United States. Also, they created isolation areas in health facilities and unities for the specific treatment of COVID-19, and also in the in capital of the country and in other provinces. Through this, they increased the capacity of hospital unities to diagnose, admit, and treat COVID-19 cases. Also, they strengthened the laboratory capacity to confirm and test COVID-19 cases with the acquisition of 5 molecular biology and serology laboratories. Through this, Angola has increased the daily testing to 18,000. Also, they increased beds, so 5,000 new beds as a result of the rehabilitation and expansion of various sanitary infrastructures. To contain the viral spread, biosecurity measures such as wearing masks, washing hands, physical distancing, and stay home are mandatory. And as a result of lockdown, the teleworking is becoming more popular and there are restrictions for flights from some countries.
Wow. So it's very much like the United States. And I guess the more we stay to ourselves, the healthier we will become if everybody will do, like you say, the social distancing, to wear the mask and the washing the hands. It's so familiar everywhere. Uh,
Yes.
Thank you so much for just so much really good information. I want to raise the question to each of you. How can we get more information about your country and about your programs? How can we get that information? Madam Isabel, how can we get information about your country?
Country, yes. To get more information about Mozambique, you can contact our embassy in Washington, D.C., and it's at 1525 New Hampshire Avenue, which is very close to DuPont Circle. But you can also Google the Embassy of Mozambique to get the directions on where it is, how to get there. But the embassy is the place where you will get all the information you need about the country.
Now, I want to ask you, since we've been dealing with this COVID virus, are the gates closed to your country? Are you open?
Yes, we're open. Well, as you know, COVID brought a lot of problems to our economies. And at some point, we had to open so we could the economy could flow. And South Africa is our main trade partner. So at some point, we had to close the borders because the cases were very high in South Africa. And with the movement of South Africans and Mozambicans going back and forth, the numbers were also rising in Mozambique. We had to close the border at some point, but it's open now because we have a lot of Mozambicans who work in South Africa and they need to go to work, but they also need to come home to visit their families. So we opened the borders. And we are getting flights from different countries. At this moment, some of the countries in Europe are not coming to Mozambique. So this is something that we have to control depending on how the COVID is going in other countries, so to protect ourselves. But we close, but then we have to open. Economy is important. People are losing their jobs. Small companies are closing, so we can't stay closed for too long. It's unfortunate, but we have to do that.
It sounds so familiar. Madam Branca, what about Angola? Are your borders open?
For some countries, yes. For others, no, according to the pandemic.
Okay. Now, here, how can we? So, would it be the same for you, Madam Branco, as far as getting information about your country? Do we contact the embassy, or do you have some other information? We also want to find out how you can. But I'm going to ask that to Reverend Adrian, how we can get there. But is there anything special you want us to know about Angola? Because our time is getting close. We have just about 5 more minutes. If you could give us one more word, what would that be to share with our country from your country?
Yes. I hope that when COVID-19 restrictions are lifted, you will be able to visit the Angolan embassy in DC as a first step before you pay visit to Angola. We would like to welcome you to Angola, to invite you to visit the country and to know the people and all the attractions that we have. the beaches, the possibility to do diving, or to watch birds, to scale mountains, to visit, for example, the Museum of Slave, where
Yes.
a lot of Angolans came from to come here, for example, to Brazil, to the United States. We have a very rich history among this subject about slaves. Also, we have one province in north, which capital is Baza Congo, is also common heritage according to UNESCO, because it was the capital of the Kingdom of Congo, which was a very important Congo in this kingdom in the history of Africa. We have so much to show you and to share with you, that we are very anxious of the ending of this restriction of COVID, and organize a visit to Angola. You are welcome.
Thank
And the embassy is in DC, and also you can Google and have all information about the address and how to become a visa. But also this visit, personal visit, will give you more information about how to deal with institution here, which is the embassy, and how can to travel to Angola.
Wow, thank you so very much. I can't wait till the borders open, because I do want to come. I do want to see. And I want to thank you for sharing so much. And I know there are pastors in our city, I mean, in our United States, who are waiting for a specific invitation to come to your countries. And we're looking forward to that. Reverend Adrian,
Yes,
would you
ma'am.
tell us, before we close, tell us how exactly we can, what we need to travel abroad, since you've already been there, you've set up a business there, and you have people coming here. So share with us what we can do about that.
Well, I tell you, one of the first things is don't try to sit in America and develop programs for Africa. You've got to go. And so there are many countries. I've been to South Africa, Kenya, Rwanda, Liberia, and now I'm in Ghana and Sierra Leone. And what I will say is check with your health department to find out what type of vaccinations you need. Like in Ghana, you need the yellow fever shot. So you need to check with your doctor or the health department. You also need to check with to make sure you do with the embassies to get the visa to enter the country, and find out what the laws are, because you don't want to break the laws. You want to be a good American citizen when you're in the country. The other thing, as you said, I go 3 or 4 times a year to Africa. And so what I do have is I have partners in Ghana. Ellen Aduba is my partner. And so you have to have in-country people, so that here with COVID-19, I haven't been able to travel. But my team in Ghana are successfully implementing the programs, the training programs, and empowering the women, even though I'm here in the States. So you have to make sure you have an in-country team. And last but not least, I would think that you have to inspect what you expect. Inspect what you expect. And that means you have to go, because if you're expecting something to happen, you need to go and put your eyes on it. So you need to travel. And also join organizations. I belong to AAAG, which is African American Association of Ghana. Those are all the expatriates and people that have moved to Africa in Ghana. And so I belong to their organization. So I thank people for letting me come to the country and being part of it. I thank my sisters Isabel and my sister Bronca for what they do. And in the being a diaspora, we need to really come together. I mean, it's just us. So we stand together so that we are doing things together. So it's all about where we're from. I can't tell you what part of Africa I'm from, but I know I wasn't born in Africa, but Africa was born in me. And that's why we're here. And I thank God for all of you.
Jan Maycock says she's enjoying all of this information. Thank you, Jan, for joining us. And thank you, Madam Bronco, Madam Isabel, and Reverend Adrian for all of this wonderful information. Thank you to the listening audience, because we're still planning to come. I know when the doors open and the curtain rises and God opens up the borders for us to travel, we're going to need contact people. We're going to need to have somebody to call to be able to go. I want to go back. I've been, but when you go once, you still want to go another time. It's a beautiful country and the people are lovely. You have wonderful history, and the list goes on and on about what we're so happy that you all are here so that you can share this with you, and you're not over there, because if you're over there, you might not be able to be here. So remember, if you want to go, check the embassy for that country and get your visa and your passport and get your vaccinations. We're still trying to get this vaccination over here, and we'll get that. You got to wait a little while, but there'll come a time when the doors are going to be open and we'll be able to have a beautiful exchange. And I want to thank each one of you, Madam Isabel, Madam Bronco, Reverend Adrian. What an awesome presentation. We've just been getting wonderful comments, and I like what John Legend in his song, and Common, one day when the glory comes,
amen,
it will be ours. One day when the victory is won, we will be sure, and we will say glory. I thank you so much for joining us tonight. Thank you, listening audience. And our next presentation will be April the 19th. And only God knows what the topic is going to be, because every time I sit and listen to God, it was God who brought you all to me this time. So thank you for your obedience and willingness to come and tell everybody about your country, your land. This land is your land, and this land is our land. So we're just happy to share it together. Thank you so much. God bless you. And we'll see you again on our next Beacon of Hope, celebrating the good times with the Lord. Take care now. God bless you.
Yeah.
Thank you
much.
Saw your name, Norma Showers.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
Thank
God
you.
bless you all.